What's up, guys? Back with All Ball Talk today. The Monday after Selection Sunday, we're filling out our bracket. Sean, what do you think about the bracket?
We're gonna have to get into it. I was telling you earlier though, I think it's a very interesting bracket. A lot of my favorite teams got grouped in the same quadrant. So I don't really love that, but we got to get into it. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Initial reactions. I think that Duke and Arizona have by far the hardest to get out, and then Michigan just got a free walk to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, the Michigan glaze, I think that was very glaring. I mean, at the five, they got Texas Tech there, they're injured. Four, they got Alabama with the whole Aiden Holloway thing. That's
Yeah,
new.
about 5 minutes ago, right before we recorded
Yeah,
this.
right.
We had that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. I definitely think Arizona too. Big time host job. Utah State not going to be easy, or Utah State and Villanova both solid. And obviously Arkansas, Wisconsin can beat any team on their day. And then if you got to get Purdue, I mean those I like all those teams, but that's just gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be insanely hard. So, I mean, I'm ready to do this. You want to start? Obviously, East
I,
region.
I also want to talk about one thing. How the hell did UConn, a team I thought was going to be a one for sure, get not just a two seed, but they got matched up with the number one overall seed Duke. Well, how do you
No,
think?
they said that they did not get the number one two seed. I mean, I would assume the number one two seed
Well,
was Houston.
they had to have
Or
gotten the number eight two seed or whatever because they're playing Duke.
no, I think Purdue got the number eight. I don't think they.
Because Duke had the number one overall though.
But I could definitely see Iowa State getting it being ahead of them and Houston. And I don't see Purdue though. I mean, I know the Purdue
No way they could
Blaze.
have Purdue over
Blaze.
UConn just over a weekend.
Yeah.
But
All right.
you
First one. This one of the hardest picks of the day. Duke or Siena.
Duke's minus about 30, so we all know
Yeah,
that.
I think we're pretty easily gonna go Duke. Ohio State TCU. This is ridiculous. This should not be a matchup. Both teams are way too good. I don't. TCU dropping to a nine is kind of crazy. They show up for all the big games. They got a
Yeah,
Florida win.
they
God,
do.
I'm forgetting who else they beat. But they
They've
have
been they've
they
been
beat Iowa
playing
State.
pretty well
Did they
this
beat Iowa
year.
State?
Oh, huh?
They beat Iowa State.
I think so, right? I think that was one of Iowa State's losses. But nevertheless, they've been pretty good lately, and that's the same thing with let me see, did they beat Iowa State? Yeah, they did beat Iowa State. So obviously they're very solid, especially with Ohio State. Bruce Thornton smelling his first tournament, right? I think
Regardless, but yeah, man, I think this is literally going to be a 50-50 split between in brackets. And the thing that sucks is the first game of the day. So pretty much
yeah,
50% of brackets are gone in the first in the
right.
first 2 hours of
I
the
think
weekend. And
yeah, if I did 10 brackets, I'm going 50-50 with this game.
so how much Ohio State have you watched this year?
I'd say a good amount. I'd say, I mean, there are three guards with Mobley, Thornton, and then I don't know, I'm blanking on the other guy. Royal, right? Royal
Royal,
Mobley.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Royal's weird.
Very
It's like
solid.
he's like Ron Harper when Ron Harper was in college.
Right.
It's a weird, but so I'm a huge Ohio State fan. I think Bruce Thornton he finally gets to March. He's not going to take this for
See,
granted at all. Like
see him
I
taking it to the next level.
and John Mobley's somebody who like he makes one, the next three are going in. Like
Yeah.
he gets hot really quick. Devin Royal's obviously really good. Other than that, oh Mari Bynum. Mari Bynum, he's been a huge like come up. I think he's a freshman. He's been playing absolutely amazing and he's hyper athletic. So I'm going Ohio State. I do like TCU. This is going to come down to the wire, no matter what, no matter who wins. But I like Ohio State to win. They're also I looked at Torvik. I think they're the 13th hottest team since February 1st. Like that I like that a lot.
Right. Yeah, I think I would go Iowa State or Ohio State with you too. I think we
Okay.
can look that one through.
All right. St. John's, Northern Iowa. Clash of two styles. Northern Iowa likes to slow it down. But St. John's underseeded to say the least. I
Very. I mean,
mean,
I think it's
you're
disrespectful, man.
you're telling me Bama gets a four over them? Like, is that not ridiculous?
That's ridiculous. I mean, I mean, I guess you got to keep Nebraska at the 4 line too, but I think St. John's a better team than Nebraska. I mean, I don't know. It's ridiculous, I think.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna easily take St. John's to win. I think that Northern Iowa had I think they had a chance to be a 5-12 upset. I think if they would have drawn like Texas Tech or not Vandy, I don't know. The fives are really good this year, man. Like looking at it, these five seeds
Right.
are
Well,
really
because
good.
Vandy's undefeated too. Wisconsin's
That's
hot.
true.
St. John's just came off that tournament win, and I think Texas Tech's probably. I'm not too high on them, but yeah, I would definitely agree with St. John's. They're
I mean,
my
I'm
10
taking
and a half favorites.
what's the line?
10 and a half.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty. I think that's actually one of the easier picks. I think I'm gonna have.
Right. But
Which is
hey,
funny because there are people saying that Northern Iowa could win, but
well, Northern Iowa also like they're not that great in terms of they got kind of just got hot in the
they're solid. But they're a little bit of a bid stealer.
yeah,
Like, I
they
mean, they're not complete, but like they're not NC State with DJ Burns bid stealer, but
right.
um, but all right, Kansas Cal Baptist. Cal Baptist. This game is being played an hour outside of Cal Baptist. Granted,
Do you know
how
much
much
about
is that
Cal
going to
Baptist?
impact?
Do you know much about Cal Baptist? Because I
No,
did you see how they won?
I did not. I know I know they have a really good player named Dominique Davis. That's the only one I know.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
they
or
won.
Dominique Daniels. Dominique Daniels.
I think let me look at it. I think they won on a missed dunk. Like the other team had a dunk and they literally missed it at the buzzer.
What are they in quad one? Okay, so they played Utah hard, which is okay. Uh, BYU by 30. They beat UC Irvine. UC Irvine's pretty good. Um, BYU lost by 31. I don't know. I'm sure they're a good team. Like I haven't really looked much into them, but like I'm just such a believer in Kansas, and I think this 4-5 matchup could be so unbelievably good.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going Kansas. Are you going Kansas too?
I mean, I think Kansas, if they weren't in this region with Duke, I think they could have definitely made a bigger run. But
Yeah,
definitely Kansas in this first round.
yeah. Louisville, South Florida. This is like everybody is picking South Florida upset. So I don't know. So their coach, I'm forgetting his name, but he was an assistant coach at Bama for Nate Oates.
Right.
Now this is like a run and gun style. Pat Kelsey can't win a big game, so like,
I just saw about
granted,
Michael. If Michael's healthy, I think Louisville gets it easily. But if they're not, I could see it.
you could see it if Michael's. I mean, we haven't even gotten the word on Michael.
Yeah, let me try to look at his let me try to look at his because that's Michael's in there. It feels like the game gets calmed down, the game gets slower, and they're really able to she's able to really control it. Like right now, 2 hours ago, the report is he's still day to day,
Did they?
making progress. Probably because they held him out of the whole ACC tournament. They're just saving him for March, I think. I think he'll be out there. I would like to take Louisville. I think they're the better team. I mean,
Yeah,
the spread opened close. I think it was like 6.5.
6.5. Wow. I mean, I could definitely see it coming down on the wire, but I mean, I'm gonna take the better team. I think this is also a pretty easy one. I know Tom Izzo had that very fluky loss. Oakland? No.
No,
Wait,
Oakland beat Kentucky.
no, it was it was when he was a 2 and 15. Oh, Middle Tennessee
Um,
State. Middle Tennessee State.
yeah.
But let's be honest, like I trust Tom Izzo in March still. Like I trust that he's gonna do some good things. So also I North Dakota State, I haven't really looked much into them. I mean, I'm not like I know they got a good program, but I'm not a huge believer. And I like Michigan State. I like Jeremy Fears. Jeremy
Well,
Fears.
then
Jeremy.
again, Michigan State's one of those teams. I feel like they could be vulnerable just because they
They,
don't have as much
yeah,
scoring. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
they
and
don't-
if North Dakota State can play the way they want to play, like it kind of. If you can get Michigan State out of their comfort zone, then they're easily beatable. But
right.
Jeremy Fears should have won Big Ten Player of the Year. That's my belief. I think he's the most valuable player to his team by far.
No.
But Yax is
Most
gonna
valuable
win.
player on his team, yes, but Yaxel was the difference maker for Michigan. Without Yaxel, Michigan's probably a 4 seed in this tournament.
That's ridiculous.
That's not ridiculous.
Okay, actually, that's not that's
Especially during the Big Ten tournament, he was like the only guy kind of holding that thing together.
he had like 4 points against Wisconsin. He just the game winning three.
Exactly, holding that thing together. But like without Yaxel, what do you have? Elliot Cadeau, Morez,
Perez, Mara.
double 3-point shooters.
Okay, to be fair, that's probably a 4 seed. That's a good point. But they're like nine
Like
deep.
three or four. But
All right. Well, UCF, I don't know. Like I was looking at Ken Palm, like they're kind of outliers to be in the tournament, and I was looking at all the graphs. I
this
think
one
we're happily taking UCLA now.
this one's interesting to me just because I love UCLA. When I saw this bracket, I was like, UCLA, this is a great spot for them. They're gonna win this game. They can make a run. But it always worries me when I haven't seen a single soul pick UCF. I haven't seen a single person pick UCF. And it just always worries me. That's just like, I don't know. It just too
What's the
public.
news on Dent?
Well, what's the news on Bilodeau? I feel like Dent will be fine, but he's just gonna be like plant throat injured.
I don't know. Yeah, we will see what Bellardo does. I mean, I'm happily UCF's not that good, in my opinion at least. I don't think they're that good.
They're not that good, but they got hot at the end.
Yeah.
Like not at the very end, but like before the very end, like end of the regular season. Yeah, Dent's probable. Bilodeau's test came back clean, so they're probably. I would expect them both to be out there. I would expect UCLA to win.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going the same. UConn and Furman. Everybody's talking about Furman as like this grade 15 seed, and everybody's down on UConn. Let's be honest, bro. Furman's not that good. I think I was looking at it. Like they lost by 26 to High Point, which I'll get to that later. Now Troy is a good team, and Northern Iowa is a good team.
But again, those games are in November, so how much do they really matter?
That's a good point. Oh, all these games are in November.
So
March, maybe East
we're,
Tennessee State.
we're gonna move UConn on.
Yeah, definitely.
If they
But
lost, it would be shocking, but not the most shocking thing in the world. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be super surprised, but like, I'd still be shocked. I mean, I wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be like FDU beating Purdue, but pretty comfortably going Florida, who's playing on the Lehigh or this Lehigh. Wait, who's it? Who's their team? Who is it? Lehigh or
Prairie View A&M.
Preview? Yeah, yeah. We're going Florida. No
Florida,
more need to say.
obviously.
Clemson, Iowa, the clash of the same style, the same.
This
I don't
game will
know if
be
they're even going to score 60 points.
this game will be 60-60, and they will both be walking the ball up the court.
The over/under is 129. That feels high to me.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's you can get into a foul game, then it goes over. But
See, this is the thing about Clemson, right? Clemson plays really good defense, bro, but they don't have anybody who like can get you a bucket. Like
nobody wants to score the ball.
at least Iowa has Ben Sturts.
Yeah, I think Bennett Sturts. I mean, he proved it last year in the tournament with Drake, leading him. Yeah, led to that Missouri win. So I'm pretty comfortable with Iowa.
I'm
I
actually
haven't I
I'm
haven't been
pretty.
checking on Clemson this year. They've been okay. They've taken advantage of the weak ACC to kind of get themselves in that 8 spot. But I think Iowa's more battle tested. I'm pretty comfortable there.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take Iowa because even though I've been a very open Iowa hater, I think if they didn't have Bennett Sturts, I think they'd be the worst team in the Big Ten.
But they do. So
They do have Bennett Sturts, so I just
I
think the
think
supporting cast is
he
trash.
can.
But I hate Clemson even more.
Yeah, Ben Sturts is also a tough bucket getter that can get through
Yeah,
tough defenses. You know, if they don't send him doubles and they play him straight up,
yeah.
I think he can get at least 20, 25.
Vanderbilt McNeese. They did actually draw. They drew Vanderbilt, who is an unseeded 5, which it's like the same thing as Northern Iowa. They could have gotten a good matchup for themselves, but they drew like for some reason the 5 seed's just amazing this year.
Hey, no face with the boombox guy,
Amir
Am-
Khan,
Amir Orakan.
he'll still be there. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going Vanderbilt though. I think it's pretty
I think
self-explanatory.
McNeese has been living off of forcing turnovers, and the one thing Vanderbilt will not do is turn the ball over. So,
That's a good
and
point. Yeah.
Vanderbilt SEC team McNeese is what Southland. So,
85 to 15. God damn.
uh, I mean, I just don't think that McNeese will have the same success turning the ball over. That's something that they've relied on this entire year. So, I do think Vanderbilt, even though they just lost SEC championship, has a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and
Yeah,
I don't think they'll get past McNeese. It'll probably be lower scoring. I could see them. I think it's like an 11-point spread. Could see them covering it,
yeah,
but I think Vanderbilt, Duke Miles, Tyler Tanner are absolute dogs. Nichols not bad too, so I like Vanderbilt.
yep. Nebraska versus Troy. Okay, you go first. You go first.
I don't know much about this Troy team. I have heard good things. I do know that I don't like Nebraska. So I think Nebraska is a little overrated. I think Nebraska, still a little, probably a little overseeded just because of how they were playing earlier in the season. But like later in the season, how they were playing, they are not playing up to that 4 seed standard. So, I mean, if I had to pick a winner in this game, I think looking at spread 12 and a half, I would obviously pick Nebraska. But if you look at it, Spencer, go back to that screen.
Okay.
It opened at what, 15 and a half? And
Oh
now it's
yeah, 15 and a half. Yeah.
And now it's at 12 and a half. So it tells you what the betters think about this game. They think that Troy is pretty live in this one. I if I had 10 brackets, I'd probably pick Troy in three of them, three or four. But then again, I think that's more of a Nebraska fade rather than Troy, me thinking Troy is an actual like a good like contender, like a good team because I don't know too much about them.
That's a fair point. Let's see this. Damn, bro. I mean, I thought they were. I know Troy's a dangerous team, bro, but I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, I'm gonna trust Ken Palm more than anything, and I'm gonna be. Oh shit. Hold on.
I'm looking at it here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Nebraska to win. I wanted to take Troy. I'm gonna be honest. I saw John. I was listening to John Rothstein. John Rothstein is.
Yeah.
I was listening to John Rothstein do his bracket. He chose Troy, but I don't know. I mean,
I think it could be close. It could be
I feel
close.
like it's
But
more
I mean,
Nebraska.
I'm not going to underrate their guards. Hoiberg, for whatever reason, somehow is a good basketball player. You can't really overlook that. I know they got Frazier and then the Lawrence and then Mass is good, so they still have guys. So I'm not going to underrate that.
So there's games in South Carolina. How many UNC fans you know are there?
A lot.
I don't know,
That's
man. I'm having a hard time seeing upsets. I'm gonna take VCU though. I like VCU.
so this one's interesting to me. I do feel like every year there's that public double digit seed that everyone's picking. Remember last year it was Colorado State?
And they did win. That's
And they
crazy.
did win, right? So sometimes the public teams don't come through, but I think this is the case where North Carolina without Caleb Wilson, do they have enough scoring? I mean, Trimble and then Vessar, I mean, obviously they're very good players, but I think VCU is just kind of playing well. And I think this is the public double digit seed that wins against North Carolina. Because I think
I
the
mean,
spread too is also like what closer to a pick 'em. VCU is probably a couple points dogs.
look at this, man. This is a 3-point loss to Utah State. It's in November, and then but like November again, 15 to Vanderbilt, 6 to NC State. Like,
But you can't judge the team 2 months ago. I like judging the team recently.
I know. I
And
mean,
just
they haven't been winning these games against St. Louis, but I don't know. I mean, I just think they're. I just North Carolina, man. Like, they're just not good outside of without Caleb Wilson.
right. Right.
I don't know. But Illinois and Penn, Fran McCaffrey and TJ Power.
TJ
Fran
Power,
McCaffrey and TJ Power.
what the hell was that? That was ridiculous.
TJ Power had
I
what,
was just
40 and
watching that game. I was just like,
was
damn.
like 40 and 10.
He had 45 and 14. It was ridiculous. He had lit two threes within the last 14 seconds of regulation. Yeah, Yale didn't foul. I thought Yale was definitely the team out of the Ivy too. If Yale would have been in this bracket, I would have liked them to bust some brackets probably.
I'm taking Yale to win most likely, unless they got a 5-12. But
I
I think
think
if they got
Yale would have been
a,
12, right?
I think they would have been 12. Oh, yeah, dude, the five.
If it was like Yale, Texas Tech, I would have picked Yale, 100%.
Yeah,
But I
we're
think
going
Penn,
Illinois, right?
I'm good. You're going to, I think,
Yeah.
can TJ Power do it again? Maybe. He's a very good player. He's a 5 star. But I mean, we got to go Illinois, I think.
Hey, I'll be honest, man. This is one of my favorite games to watch, actually. This game right here,
And I'm
St. Mary's A&M, Bucky Ball versus Randy Bennett. I mean, I'm gonna trust the more. At the end of the day, I look, it's basically a pick'em game, but they're not pick'em game, but really, No, it's 3.5
I mean,
spread.
in the tournament, those close spreads are kind of like pick'ems because just you never know.
So, historical trends, the 10 seed wins twice.
Right.
I'm gonna
From
t-
looking at this bracket,
I would take St. Mary's. Who are you taking?
I think if I had 10 brackets, I mean, the thing about St. Mary's is just they're so good at getting into the tournament, and then they get there and they do nothing. You know what
That's
I mean?
true.
They do that every damn year. And I think St. Mary's against A&M, if I had 10 brackets, I'm probably picking A&M in six of them. I do like Buckyball. I don't
Really.
like the way they close the year, but
All
hey,
right, so we actually disagree on this one. So I'm more lenient. Like I'm serious. Like I think if I picked this game, I think it'd be a split 5-5. So talking about out of 10 times. You see Jake Davis?
what happened?
He said after the Wisconsin game, he said, "Well, we beat them 7 out of 10 times."
Jake did the Illinois guy,
Yeah,
the long hair.
he said they beat Wisconsin 7 out of 10 times and they're over 2.
Uh, it's got a point.
You think they would win 7 out of the next 8 times that they played?
Not seven out of the next eight times, but if they played 10 more times, they could win.
But they've already played them twice.
Well, is was he insinuating that out of the next eight times they would win seven, or the next 10 times they would win seven?
He was just saying if we played them 10 times, we'd win 7. Yeah, after they're already 0-2 against them.
I mean, I mean, Wisconsin's really good, so I don't know.
I
He's
think it'd be
probably
a
just a
split.
salty
I
little.
think I think it'd be a split. I think it'd be a split.
Right? You're also a
But
homer, so I don't really know how much we
all
can
right,
put.
we're gonna go A&M because I think that looking at it, I think there's only one other 10 seed that can be a 7. So Houston, no more explanation needed, right?
Yeah, I'd love to see the Vandals win, but Houston. I like Houston.
All right, West region, best region of the bracket.
Best region of the bracket, no doubt about it. We got
Zona,
the
Haas,
East
or
region is
Bubble.
the East region is the coaches bracket. The West region is the talent bracket, the offense bracket.
I
The
was John Rothstein calls it the floor general bracket or like the. I mean, look at this.
point guard bracket, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see
Jaden
the guard
Bradley,
bracket.
Utah
Yeah,
State is a
Jade
good guard, right?
False Love, yeah. A
Nick Boyd,
Acuff, Nick Boyd,
Darius Acuff,
then
Rob
Braden
Wright.
Smith, Trey Donaldson.
All right. Villanova, Utah State. I'm going Utah State, but just because I think that Villanova, man, like they just don't win game. They don't win big games. Like I mean that's really what it comes down to, right? I mean,
I agree with you. I think this Utah State team, I mean, I think there was a lot of people that thought they wouldn't win the Mountain West. They went on, did it anyway. They're really good. They're a really good team. I think False Love's really solid. They've kind of just been under the radar this entire time. So yeah, I think I like Utah State.
yeah, I like Utah State too. Yeah, I mean they like it too. I mean, I just think Utah State was an underseeded
What's the spread on that one?
two and
That's
a
correct
half,
for them, right?
2.5
Utah
in favor
State
of Utah
favorite.
State.
Okay. Nah, I think I agree with that.
Um, the thing about it is like I feel like Utah State's already an underseeded 9 anyway, right?
I
So
think well, I think they could well yeah, when I saw the bracket, I was like Utah State should have been a seven, in my
yeah,
opinion. Especially after winning the
mhm,
Mountain West. And
yeah.
then you slide them with a nine. I think that's poor.
The Mountain West has to show something. Like I mean, that's for real.
I think I'm just looking at it now. Kentucky getting a seven? Like really?
You don't think they should have?
You know, they had a nice run in the tournament, but I
I
don't
actually
know.
thought a 7 was fine.
I don't know. I would have switched them and Utah State.
That's fair. Yeah.
But
Um, hold on.
this is all you, Spencer.
Let me take this one. Let me take this one.
All right.
High Point. All right. All they do is they play fast and they score the ball. Okay.
That's
They
all
drop 90
Wisconsin
points a
does.
game. They've played no quad one games.
Keep
All
ranting.
right. And this
Keep
this
ranting.
spread just keeps dropping. It's literally just keeps dropping for no reason.
Are you
Absolutely
gonna
no
rant
reason.
until your Badgers lose?
Look at this. UAB 17-point loss. I mean, like Winthrop, the only valuable wins. All right. They beat UIC. UIC is top 100 team. Furman, they're a 15 seed, bro. Like I don't. They play the same style of basketball, and Wisconsin has the best backcourt in the country. It's literally the same style of basketball, and Wisconsin's just better at it.
Correct. But then
And
again,
like, and they're just the
Austin
trendy
Raps not
upset
like
pick
six
because
years in a row.
they're just the trendy upset pick. It's like one extreme to another extreme. Like people love McNeese because they're just like this
Well,
scrappy
every
defensive
every
forces turnovers.
every year they're gonna have teams with like that they like for upsets and stuff like that, and that they want to favor for upsets. But this bracket, I feel like there really isn't much room for that. So that's why I think the high point upsets kind of being forced a little bit just because they are a good team. But I think they didn't get a great matchup with Wisconsin.
Yeah, I mean, even if I think High Point draws St. John's, I think even that would be that's complete. That's I think that'd even be a better matchup for them. But like definitely Texas Tech and definitely Vandy. But like I mean, I know Wisconsin, their floor. I know their floor is horrendous. All right, but like this team played two quad one and two quad two games, and they went 0-2. You know,
Yeah,
does that like I mean that is what it is. Like they don't beat good teams, and they're 30-4 off beating up like these terrible teams. It's unbelievable. And everybody is so obsessed because they score 90 points a game when in reality, like well, let me go back here. You lost to Southern Illinois, you lost to App State, you lost to You beat Winthrop twice. I'll give the Winthrop. But Winthrop didn't make the tournament. So
Winthrop wasn't that good.
yeah. And the UIC is the closest to a quality win you have, but that's quad three. That's
And no,
quad three. I don't know. It's just like I think you're right. Like I think it's because the five seeds are so good. Like it's gonna
yeah,
naturally.
and everyone loves the 5-12, but it's just kind of tricky this year.
I think the 6-11s are way more susceptible.
Yeah,
So yeah.
let's get you on the high horse. Let's move it along.
All right, fine.
The
Arkansas,
Hawaii.
no explanation needed.
Okay.
They have a top three pick. Now I'm telling you, Acuff.
I've been telling you Acuff this entire time, and you've been like, no, no, no. And now
Okay,
everyone's like,
I've been hesitant to buy into like Acuff is like a top four. Like
you're gone, pal. I
no,
do
but
like
now I've been
I do
watching him.
like Arkansas. I
You,
think they can win by 15, 20 against Hawaii. But Hawaii's not bad. Give them credit.
Hawaii is solid. I think both these games are 15-point wins for Wisconsin and Arkansas.
I think Wisconsin, it's one of those like 7-point wins, and I think Arkansas wins by 20.
Hold on. You know what? I'm still going on a rant. I need to show you this. I was looking
You
at this
don't you
yesterday.
don't need to go on a rant.
I'll happily will. I happily will. Hold on. You have the 161st defense, okay, against like all quad three and quad four competition. Oh, let's look at this. Yeah, I mean their turnover margin, they force turnovers, but you know who doesn't turn the ball over? Wisconsin.
I mean, they got a double-digit incarnate word victory.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, that's such a good win. We beat Michigan on
Wow.
the road.
But
Okay, all right.
it's the tournament. Nothing really, everything's out the window almost.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, Texas, NC State. Ever since the first four has been introduced, there's always
Always
been
a first four team that makes wins that first game or
yeah.
wins the first game of the bracket. You know what I mean? Gets to the round of 32.
And I'm taking this one, right? I mean, are you
I'm taking it too. I've seen a lot of BYU love because they love Debanza, and I think that's fair.
really? I'm actually seeing like all BYU hate, and for me, I mean,
Well, I mean, maybe I guess it's 50-50, but I do like NC State and Texas. I like NC State more than Texas, and I think they'll probably win. The only problem is I have no idea who on NC State would really guard Debanza and guard him well. I guess it would be Darion, but I don't think BYU has any defense like at all. And
yeah,
the Saunders injury just kind of hurts their offense, puts it all on Debanza. So I don't know. I don't like BYU. I think that Texas NC State is the first four game that makes it to the round of 32.
yeah. All right. Kennesaw State is actually they're actually a solid. They're a decent team. 10 and
Okay.
10 in their conference. Like I've been
I
hearing
mean, I
good
think
things.
if Braden Huff doesn't play, Gonzaga is immediately vulnerable.
I mean, he hasn't been playing for 2 months though, or a
Exactly.
month and
I'm
a half. So I mean, I'm taking Gonzaga though.
obviously picking Gonzaga, but
Yeah. Miami Mizzou. This game's
another
being played in
50-50.
St. Louis. Is that ridiculous?
Huh?
This game's being played in St. Louis.
Um, so my dad likes Mizzou, so I was kind of rooting for it, and then Mizzou went from being a potential first four team to a 10 seed at home. So yes, definitely ridiculous. I don't know who paid them off, but yeah, it's good for them. I
I'm
will
pissed
say
off.
though, I will say Miami's very good, and I really like both of these teams. So this is a
I'm
50-50 game for me.
I'm happy taking Miami.
All right. I mean, that's fine. I'm definitely taking Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Michigan.
Georgia slew. Mm,
Man, the flu limped in, man.
they did limp in. I mean, Robbie Avila was saving them. Those threes, man. They're hitting these threes. This is another one on 50-50 on. I think we already have Iowa and Utah State, and historically there's around two nines that get pushed through. Two nines, two eights. So
I'm
I
going
think that's a
Georgia.
50-50 game. I think Georgia's fair.
Akron, Texas. This is the 5-12 matchup. So Evan Mia said there's a 63% chance that we see a 12 seed win,
And we have
and
none so far, right? Yeah.
Akron is like that by them. That's like by him is like the most highest probability. By the way, we got 4 minutes left on this. I'll invite you back after this, but um, we'll probably get to the rest of it. Well, we'll probably get to Tennessee at least. Um, so I know Akron's got the great guard play, but I just think they're playing like if Akron would have gotten one of those like softer teams, like I'll be honest, if Akron faced Wisconsin, I think I might take Akron.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't, but you know what I mean. Well, like that's like
This
that's
is
like
the
the
lie. This is
that's
straight
like
lie.
that's like the matchup. Like
Okay, okay.
Texas Tech is like I mean I know they have no bench and no front court, but they're a tough team, man. Like they're
Any Graham McCastle team's tough, and I really want to fade Texas Tech, but watching Akron in those last two games they played, the semifinal and the championship in the MAC, it they just didn't look
seven
that
and a
great.
half. God damn.
Well, the line's moving with Akron. They just didn't look that great at all, though. Like Akron, like they beat, I think like the last game, I forgot who they were playing, but they beat them on a step back three, or was it Toledo? I think it was Toledo. Right? We're watching
Yeah.
this. They won on a step back three. I mean, they were kind of inefficient shooting it. They rebound well. I think they defend well. I think they definitely can beat Texas Tech. I would pick Akron in probably four of my brackets, just
Or
because the 12-5 is very popular, and that's the most likely I can see. And I do want to fade Texas Tech, and I don't think that they're going to go that far in this tournament. But
it sucks. It
I
sucks
don't
that we're
know.
going a lot. It sucks that we're going a lot of chalk, but at the end of the day, like, do I trust Christian Anderson and
Yeah,
Jaden Petty and Donovan Atwell and Lawan Watts, or do I
Watts,
trust
yeah.
Akron? So I don't know. I mean, I would be probably 7 times Texas Tech, 3 times Akron, but
Okay.
Hofstra's a good squad. Bama now that they have no Aiden Holloway, but
You think he's done?
I don't know, man. Like
Just
four
in case
days
you guys don't
before,
know, he got found with a pound of marijuana and that drug charges, right?
good amount of weed, man.
Yeah, it's a pound. Well, a pound is
That's
like
actually not that much, actually. Think about
it's
that. It's
really
like
not actually.
anyway. I'm taking Bama. I'm not a Hofstra guy really.
I bet you either Hofstra or Akron wins.
So looking back at this now, we don't have any upsets in the four or fives.
You have a very corporate bracket.
But I think it's valid. Like I these
This bracket's not going to go perfect. However, if you submit it, this is the type of bracket you want to submit into like a 20-person pool where you're trying to get the most
yeah.
points and stuff like that, where you don't want to go too crazy. But yeah,
So this is just me, but I don't know if you agree. I'm actually gonna have 3 11 seeds moving on.
you think, well, you think SMU beats Miami of Ohio, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not too big on SMU. They had that very emotional North Carolina win earlier in the season, but they didn't finish it very well. And I'm kind of hard fading the ACC. I don't know. I just
That's
don't
fair.
like what they're doing. Tennessee is also another SEC team with they've been very inconsistent, but I trust Jacoby Gillespie. I think that's
Yeah.
what it comes down to. I trust him. But also about Tennessee is their bigs are just so not talented at all in terms of scoring. They can't score. It
That's
takes them
true.
like 3 attempts to make a layup, so that always concerns me. But I do
All right,
like Tennessee.
hold on. We got less than a minute left. I'm gonna stop. All right, we're back. All right, Sean. Keep going. What you were saying.
We're on the Tennessee game now.
Oh yes.
Alrighty, so Tennessee, Miami, Ohio. Okay, Miami of Ohio, SMU. Are you surprised with the Miami of Ohio spot placement?
That they were the last one in.
Well, I heard that like the guy that they were that was talking after the selections was saying they weren't the last spot in. They were like the first team in. That's what he was saying, the big black dude.
Wow, that's
But
shocking.
me personally, I don't think they should have gotten in, not a first four game, but
Mm,
it is what it is. However, I do think they'll lose to SMU because they're not that great.
mm. Yeah, I'm an SMU believer. Like I said, SMU all the way.
SMU all the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, no, I mean, they had this big that I was watching. Can't forget his name. He's dog though.
Well, I don't know if I told you, but I like Tennessee in this game. I trust Jacoby Gillespie. I don't like that the fact that SMU started the season off very hot. They had the emotional win versus North Carolina, and then they've kind of been mid to end this year. I do think Tennessee's bigs are very fraudulent in terms of they can't really score and they have no skill. But I think Jacoby Gillespie is good enough to win them a game in this tournament. And Nate Ament's obviously solid too.
Okay, you've talked me into Tennessee. I wasn't that much of an SMU believer. But like, I really just like Boopy Miller and Dron Pierre.
I like those guys too. Very solid guards.
But yeah, I'll go Tennessee with you. That's fair.
I mean, that's
Um,
also one that's like 60-40 for me.
I also trust Brick Barnes. Virginia,
I,
no
I,
explanation needed.
I don't know. There's an explanation for why that team's good. I don't understand it.
I don't understand. They're just good.
They're just good and they win. So yeah, I mean, move them along, but I don't know. It's weird.
Kentucky could not have drawn a worse matchup. Santa Clara just loves to force turnovers, and Kentucky's a turnover-ridden team. I'm gonna take Santa Clara. I think this is the other Tennessee that gets
I,
done.
what was the consensus argument that Santa Clara was like a 10 and not like a first 14? Like what are the
Don't you think they
arguments?
should have been an 11?
I mean, like I don't know why Miami Ohio's not in over them.
I mean,
I,
Monique,
I haven't really seen
McNeese.
their wins, but they got St. Mary win, two St. Mary's
They
wins.
have two St. Mary's wins and two Gonzaga losses, or three Gonzaga losses. Like,
Like and what's their quad? Those are their quad ones.
yeah. Well, so I believe St. Mary's should be a quad one.
St. Mary's definitely probably a quad
They're
one.
definitely a quad one because they have one on a neutral. I know for sure.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean,
I mean, you're losing by 11. I mean, those are
this
early
was at
games.
home. This might not have been one, but
I don't know. But anyway, on the matchup, I do think Kentucky very fraudulent. I mean, Aberdeen and Otega Owe very solid. But so that this is another one I'm kind of 50-50 on. I don't think it's gonna matter in terms of Iowa State is probably gonna, I think, one.
Iowa State's gonna roll whichever team they play, in my opinion.
So in terms of filling out your bracket, this isn't too much of a deal breaker. But I do think I would lean Kentucky. But if you have more conviction on Santa Clara, I don't mind moving them on.
No, I'm looking at myself through it. You know what I mean? I think Santa Clara is a bad matchup. Yeah, I'm still gonna go Santa Clara. I
But
just
don't
don't
let
know
me
if you.
talk you. Don't let me sway you because I don't have too much conviction on this one. I think it'll be a
I don't
good
even
game.
know if I trust Mark Pope at the end of the day. That's what like.
Yeah, Mark Pope's actually probably thinking about next year's recruiting class right now.
Yeah,
That's the type
100%.
of coach he is.
All right, Iowa State. So let's roll back to the top. Um,
Yeah, this one gets good.
I think this will be hard. This will be hard. This will be a tough
I,
win, but I
I
think Duke
think
wins by like 4.
without Caleb Foster, nothing's going to be easy. I mean, we saw it in the tournament. The Florida State win was close. Clemson kept it tight for a bit, and then Virginia was obviously close. So
Yeah.
nothing's going to be easy for this Duke team. I think Ohio State, Bruce Thornton's going to give them problems. I think if Duke doesn't like shoot the hell out of it or anything, this probably a single digit game. I mean, we're going to move Duke along, but don't be
I think
surprised if Duke loses here.
I mean I think the spread on this game should be wow. Doesn't seem 3 million. I thought some more people would pick Ohio State or
Well, I mean,
TCU. I don't know.
I don't think very many people are going to pick any ones to lose until the second weekend,
That's true.
which is fair.
Yeah. Again, I think this is probably like a 4 or 5 point win, maybe.
Yeah, I think
St.
so.
John's, Kansas. I think this is okay. Wisconsin bias aside, if I was just going straight off fan meter, I'd rather watch this game than Wisconsin Arkansas. I think that's fair.
No, I don't think so. I think Wisconsin Arkansas would be the best matchup of this entire tournament, just in
Really?
terms of fun. I think Acuff, those guards are so good.
Yeah.
Both teams, I mean, like, I don't know, so many seniors. I don't
Oh,
know.
so did you see the Wisconsin game time? 12:50,
Yeah.
7th hour and 8th hour. I might skip school. Like I might take UNVs. I'm dead ass.
Okay.
Like I might just take the UNV. But anyway, all right. I'm gonna take Kansas. This is like I think this is as 50-50 as it gets. I'm taking Kansas. I think that at the
Very,
end of the day
very
they have
50-50. Yep. I'm a Kansas guy. I mean, I think it just kind of depends who you are. Are you a St. John's person? Are you a Kansas person? I like Kansas.
I
But if
think
you're
it
picking
depends
St.
on the
John's,
defense.
I'm not gonna get mad at you about it, you know?
The matchup that will decide this game, it's gonna depend on how Darren Peterson
Plays.
plays, and then it's gonna depend on how well Forey guards Zuby. Because
Yeah.
Zuby's been on a
Because
heater lately. Have you
but
noticed?
then again, Flory is also one of the best defenders in the country.
That's true.
So that's gonna be the huge matchup in that one if it gets there.
It's kind of crazy because okay, so beginning of the year, I was actually like a huge Louisville guy. I
But
thought they
same.
were gonna be really
Same.
good. Like they
Yeah.
had these
Until they really don't have any bigs.
they had these crazy guards, man. But Carson Cooper and Jeremy Fears, bro. Fears gonna have 15 assists just throwing it to Kohler and Cooper the whole game, bro. I'm
Yeah.
taking Michigan State.
An Izzo team is very well coached. If
I also think
Michael's
they have the
playing, I mean, it's not just going to be easy Michigan State. It's not just a click it, move on type of thing.
no, and I think that actually all round of 32 games in this region are single digit games for sure.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
Duke has St.
if
John's.
we get those and don't have North Dakota State just going to the Final Four,
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so this is the trendiest of trendy.
the most this actually pisses me off so much because I really wanted to be the contrarian, picking UCLA to make a big run, but everyone's doing it. So I don't
I
know. I mean,
think
when everyone's doing it, it's never a good sign.
I also think the UConn hate has gone too far.
Yes, I do contribute to UConn hate, but I also agree it's gone very far. Like very
How much do you value a 13-point November win against Illinois, a 4-point Florida win in December?
apparently not very much if you're the committee.
It's
But
just like I don't. I mean, I'm going UConn because at the end of the day, I think this is a crazy region, but I think it goes all chalk. I don't see one upset.
yeah, I mean I don't I would pick UConn. I would probably pick UCLA in 3 or 4 out of
I
my
think I
10.
picked UCLA actually 4 out of 10 times.
Yeah. I think it's tight. I think UCLA definitely has a path to win. Sky Clark, and then who's the other guard? I forget. But I mean, Dent, Sky Clark, and they have another guard who's solid.
I
Obviously,
always forget that third guy. I know who you're talking about too.
Bailey or Bailey or something like that.
Oh, Daly, Bilodeau, and Xavier Booker. But Xavier Booker's on the bench now, so I kind of
Well,
forget his
Xavier,
shirt.
yeah, no, Xavier Booker sucks. But yeah,
But
that's a tough one.
all right, well, moving on. All right, I mean,
Yeah. I think that's
I
going to be one where Florida, if they do get Iowa,
I'll be honest. I think this is a 15-point win
yeah, I
at
think so too.
least. I
I
don't
think
know.
so too.
This game, dude. The 5-4 matchups, man. This is crazy potential from the crazy games. I'm going. Oh, I'm torn, man, because I think that if Nebraska gets past Troy, Like I wonder how it'll be playing Vandy because I feel like they match up pretty well.
I wasn't a big Vandy guy before the SEC tournament, but watching those guards play and watching how just fundamentally solid they are,
I
I
mean,
think
Tyler
there's
Nichols shoots the shit out of the ball. Tyler Tanner's really good too. Duke Miles is good too. Like
I,
at the end of the day, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna pick the guard play. I'm gonna pick the
I'm
guard play.
picking Vandy. I see clearly Vandy. I just don't think Nebraska has a Sweet 16 run in them. I know.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go. I think completely Illinois. No, I think
When I was filling out my brackets yesterday, I wanted to pick VCU. I really did.
the thing is Illinois is susceptible to literally anybody beating them
Yeah,
because they don't
100%.
play. They literally don't play defense.
Right. And Wagler's kind of cooled off lately. He was kind of hot in the middle of the season. He hasn't been
Well,
the same
he has back
guy.
spasms or whatever.
Yeah, that too. You still got Wagler, you got the Ivisiches, you got Boswell. I mean, obviously, Stojakovic, Davis. They got a bunch of guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if VCU won this game if it happened. I would take Illinois.
I'm going Illinois too, and I think that A&M and Houston. So A&M actually has a crazy good offense, but I'm going to Houston. I'm
Remember? Okay, wait. Remember when Houston was the one seed? They lost to A&M. Was that the team they lost to?
Houston was the one seed.
It was like 100 to 100 or something like that. Do you remember that game?
I honestly don't. I wish I
I
did.
gotta look it up because I think A&M did beat them.
Oh, hold on. I gotta say this. Okay, so I was listening to a bracket yesterday, and he had Illinois in his final four when I was playing out the show with Zay. And Zay just texted me. I just created a bracket. I see what that guy's talking about. Illinois in the final four. I feel like they definitely have the easiest path if they can play well. Like this guy knows any bit of ball. All right. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. A part of me wants to pick A&M.
the thing about A&M though, like doesn't scare you like picking up full court. You know, I mean, maybe Emmanuel Sharp and Kingston are a little rattled.
Right. They
Actually,
put
I don't
so
think
much
Emmanuel
faith
Sharp can
in
get rattled. I
Kingston. It
think
worries me.
maybe Uzan's not playing his game. Fleming's his little
It pisses me off that Uzan and Sharp just refuse to do anything except shoot threes. And
yeah
Kristen, it's like 30% of the time he shows up, the rest of the time he doesn't. And it's just kind of all on Kingston sometimes. But I do think Houston has championship game potential.
yeah. I'm going
So it's
Houston.
hard not to pick them there.
I'm going Houston. This kind of sucks that we got all chalk in the first, but I honestly like
It's the new era.
I don't see a Cinderella team this year. I think
Well, it's hard to see the Cinderella team until it
The
happens.
Cinderella team this year is a four, five, or a six, not even a six, a four or a five seed that makes the final four. Let's be for
It's
real.
hard for those. I mean, yeah, if those 4 or 5 seeds can beat the one, you
But
know what I mean?
they always have to get to the
The
ones.
one seed, I think that's like the most vulnerable is Michigan, but I think there's just no way they don't make the Elite Eight.
They get
They got the
Texas Tech and
easiest
Bama.
cake.
Like that's ridiculous.
Exactly. So it's just like I don't know.
All right. I think we're both going Zona.
I love Zona.
Yeah, I love Zona too. Spencer
That's in
Diamonds.
Arkansas, man. Oof.
I'm going Arkansas.
I think I would pick Arkansas just on a bracket standpoint because I think Arkansas is safer versus Hawaii than Wisconsin is to High Point. So if you pick Arkansas, you know you're not going to lose as many points as you could if you make than if you had Wisconsin making a deep run. Just thinking about it like the bracket
Yeah, but
because I think that
the
game is
thing is
really
though, I was listening to this um like Butler in 2010 when they made the national championship game, they barely got by Old Dominion. So I think it's kind of like I think Wisconsin's actually a perfect example of one of those teams. Like if you can just win the game and get past, like
then
if you
yeah,
can
it's
just
all behind
win,
you.
that's
Yeah.
it's all behind you. But I'm gonna say Arkansas because I think as much as a Wisconsin fan as I am, a team that doesn't play defense against Acuff,
And it's not like everyone's like, oh, Acuff, Acuff, Acuff. It's not just Acuff. It's a very
Malik
good
Thomas,
lottery pick, Malik Thomas. Billy Richmond's one of the
Brazil when
better,
he's on.
yeah, Brazil. But Ewan's very good. DJ Wagner is not as good as he should be, but he's still serviceable. So I mean,
Um,
they're a solid team.
well, neither team does play defense, but I'm gonna ask if Brazil doesn't show up because when Brazil shows up. I think could be a Final Four team. But when he doesn't show up, and when Brazil is just kind of like going through the motions, and you have Malik
Mhm.
Ewan and Nick Pringle in the back end, I would take Wisconsin. But I think I'm betting on Trayvon Brazil to play well, which is why
I
I would
think
take
he will. I
Arkansas.
mean, this guy was last year, right? He's been in college
It
for a
is
while.
last year, yeah.
Yeah,
He
so
stayed through Muss and Cal. It's crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think you're going Arkansas too.
I think if Arkansas faced Michigan, I would pick them. If they faced Duke, I would pick them. But it's just the worst bracket, or it's the worst quadrant for
Yeah,
me for them. So we'll move on.
yeah. All right, I think we might disagree on this, but I'm taking the Zags.
I'm not taking the Zags. I hate the
You taking the
Zags,
Zags? All right.
but I don't want to come off too strong there. I just what's Gonzaga's record?
They've only lost three games
Losses
all
they
year.
got? Three
They've lost
losses,
three games all year.
which is very surprising to me.
Oh, let's
Who
find
who they
this.
who they lose to? Oh, the Michigan loss. That was
That was horrible, but like that again, that's a
St.
November
Mary's loss, and
loss.
then
That's St. Mary's loss, and then it was Portland. Portland. They lost to Portland.
oh yeah.
It was like a 10-point win against UCLA, 25 against Kentucky,
Yeah.
10 win against Bama. I don't know. I,
Let me look at the metrics here. I really, in my brackets, I was moving along the Texas NCSU or NC State, just because I think that that first four team can get hot. It's more of a Gonzaga fade than it is. I'm really just not big on them this year. They don't really have the guards, and
but
it's
I
gonna
think
be
that
tough.
I think if it's NC State, I think EK would go for like 25 and 15 against Fenal Lubin.
Possibly, especially if Braden Huff is healthy too. But I think Texas is also versatile with Swain, Pope, and
They have
Mark, and
Swain Pope. Who's their? They God damn it! What's that center man? He's good. He's good. I
right.
forget his name. He's European, but I'll go with you because I don't want to go all chalk. Like I'll take the 11 to go to the Sweet 16. I think that's
I think
definitely
it's just gonna be it's gonna be tough to like insert Braden Huff in. You know what I mean? Like after
yeah.
this long of a thing, and without him, I mean, I love Grant Foster, but he's not your typical guard. He's not your typical shoot the hell out of the ball type of guard, shoot three-pointer guard. I mean, they only make they're 183rd in the nation at three-point percentage. They're 267th in the nation in free throw percentage.
That's true.
They do
Yeah,
score a lot because I mean, they shoot well from the field. They rebound well and all that stuff, and they're obviously very good defensively. But I think a team like Texas with like strong guards, team like NC State with Paul McNeil who can get hot, I think they can get through.
I think what go next one. I think with Purdue, I think they're border.
Purdue,
I,
Miami.
I'm torn if I want to take the hot hand because I think Miami, bro. I think they just match up like Purdue just matches up so well with Miami.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I don't
Malik
know what
Renewed,
the hell happened in that Big Ten championship. What the hell possessed
I
Oscar
don't know,
Clough
man.
and TKR? Because, dude, they were hitting everything.
Dude,
If
because
they plays like that, they're the best team in the nation. I think
the
there's
thing
no doubt.
about Malik Renew, man, is he's like the best version of like he's TKR. Like, and I mean, like, I
Right.
think if honestly, dude, if Gonzaga and Purdue go, I would actually take Gonzaga to beat Purdue because I think Saint Super is pretty good, and I think EK would eat them alive.
That's true, but also you gotta remember Ike, whenever I do be watching Gonzaga, is very susceptible to foul trouble. And
That's true.
Purdue will put bigs in foul trouble.
Yeah,
100%.
that's
TKR is
true.
good at that. And I think if we're getting a locked in TKR, that team, the sky's the limit because
That's
that's the
true.
guy who hasn't, whenever they win, he's there. Whenever they lose, he's nowhere to be found.
That's a good point. Um, I think we're taking Michigan.
Yeah, I'm taking Michigan.
Yeah, I don't think there's more explanation needed. Georgia's good, but they're not that good.
Blue Cane.
Texas Tech or Bama, dude. I think Grant McCaslin's an amazing coach, and like this team still shows that they can still beat teams without. So I'm trying to think. So when Toppin went out, they still beat Iowa State, and
I can't look at that Iowa State with seriousness because they shot like 55% from three. Every like leverage, like, every time Iowa State was coming back, two big threes in a row. And they were
did
like
they beat
contested. And
did
I
they
was just
beat
like, what the hell?
did they beat Zona with JT Toppin or without?
That was with JT Toppin. That was the game in Arizona when Koa Pete went out, I think, and Arizona had 5 guys, and it went to
Yeah.
OT, and then Arizona just literally ran out of gas. You saw them run out of
Yeah.
gas. So I wouldn't
Um,
even treat that win with full respect either.
I think this is again. I think it's a good matchup for Texas Tech, man. I'm gonna take Texas Tech. I don't know. Do you take Bama?
I mean, I'm cool with Texas Tech. I
Do you
think
think it
both these
matters
teams
if Aiden
would
Holloway
fall to
plays or not?
Michigan. I think Aiden Holloway does make a big difference because it takes pressure off Phylon. And Aiden Holloway is very good.
Yeah, but
So
like at the end of the day, I think trying to think of Mari Allen, like Donovan Atwell can shoot the shit out of the ball. I think Christian Anderson's the best player in the game. I
in
mean,
in that matchup,
yeah.
yeah, best player, sure. Best scorer is probably Fallon, but best player, sure.
I think they got lucky that they get to face Aiden Sherrill and not what's it good like
Right.
they face Aiden Sherrill and not Milan Momcilovic or Joshua Jefferson. You know what I mean? So um you want to go Texas Tech?
Let's go with that.
Okay. Tennessee Virginia. I don't know why they're good. They're just good. No more
Yeah,
questions
I
asked.
don't see Tennessee making it. I mean, they could make it out of this first weekend. I think
Yeah.
they can win, and I think that's kind of where their ceiling's capped, just because they're not deep enough with scorers.
God damn man,
But
the sixes are not good this year.
yeah, because what BYU, yeah,
Louisville.
North Carolina, and BYU, North Carolina injuries,
Yeah, that's it.
Louisville injury kind of. Tennessee is kind of underperformed, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of where that spot is.
So Iowa State, right? I mean, I think we're gonna Iowa State. I said it's kind of the same style of play, like forcing a ton of turnovers.
Right, I do like Iowa State.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna state my case. I'm going Kansas.
I'm going Kansas too.
Yeah, I think
I
that even
think
with
this team is capable of making a run. I
yeah,
really do. I do think this is the way that Darren Pearson fights back to go number one overall.
yeah, I
But
think he because at the end of the day, I think him not loving basketball is all overblown. I think he just had a minor injury that like anytime he even felt anything, he had to sit out.
right, yeah, and he probably
But
got a lot of
when
advice from
Bill
the
Self
camp
kind
and
of
stuff
publicly
too.
challenged him, he's been different lately.
Right. Kansas, they were kind of up, right? They were like very highly, like there was a period of time where they were like a two, like on the two line, but now that they kind of regressed, I think they have a chance to find their rhythm again in this tournament. And
Yeah,
Duke just hasn't. They they feel like Auburn from last year. The
that's
Auburn team
fair.
did make a Final Four, but they kind of petered out at the end of the year, and then
Yeah,
not going as far
and
or
they,
not
I mean,
winning.
they got to face Michigan State. You know, they didn't face like
Right,
one of the
Michigan,
better
Michigan
twos.
State. Those games were kind of tight. It took a lot of good shooting to get past them. And I don't
Yeah,
know if Duke has the offense to really power them through. So I like Kansas. That's probably the big upset so far we have in this bracket.
yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
well, I think Texas or NC State really making a run to the Sweet 16 is
yeah,
also pretty good.
that too.
Um, this sucks, because like I'm gonna take Michigan State because I don't like UConn at all. But like if you would have told me that I had Michigan State going to the Elite Eight before the bracket came out yesterday, like I
Right,
would have said you're an idiot. But like
right,
legitimately, they have the perfect matchups for themselves.
exactly. And I think UConn, as Solo Ball and Silas DeMary should be a better scoring duo than they've been. That kind of concerns me a bit. So yeah,
I don't think there's a killer on UConn, and
exactly. They
like
don't have like Fears is a killer, but I don't think UConn has that guy that can kind of you can put the ball in his hands and win it
like
for him.
as good as Silas Dummery's been, solo ball is as inconsistent as you can possibly get.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. If his
So
three
like
points falling, he's good. If it's not, you could just kind of rule him out of the game almost. I
I
will
think
say
if
Terrace
you
Reed
get a
dominate
Terrace Reed's
games.
good. I think
Caravan's
it
obviously like a veteran, as much of a veteran
yeah.
in college basketball as you can get.
I think if you get a solo ball game though, I think UConn wins, but
If you don't, yeah, I think
I'm
Michigan
gonna take
State.
Michigan State because I think Michigan State also had they I think they have the height and size to neutralize um Terrace Reed. So Florida Vandy,
I think Florida gets a revenge, and I think
I think I don't I think it'd be insanely hard for Vandy to beat Florida a second time.
Twice in a row. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's the rationale I'm coming at here.
yeah. Illinois and Houston, dude. Like,
I mean, I
if
can see a way Illinois wins this game. I
I see a
really
way
can.
both teams win, my prediction is gonna be Houston because I think if Houston slows down Illinois, I just don't see a way.
Right, but if Houston's able to, or if Illinois is able to shoot and able to run past them and get to like 75, 80, then
Yeah.
I don't think Houston can catch up to them.
And the thing that I'm so torn about is like JoJo Tugler is 6'8", and like Houston doesn't have as much size. Like, do you think they could neutralize the tallest team in America?
They can with their athleticism because the big Z's are just big, but they're
Yeah.
not really athletic and some stuff like that. So Kristen Axon have to play well in that game defensively. Obviously, JoJo Tugler. I mean, Houston's fit. I mean, like, they're fit, like in terms of they're very athletic. They can all go the full 40 if they need to.
Yeah.
I think Houston's. I mean, Kelvin Sampson's time is going to come at some point, right?
Yeah. Um. Man, Illinois. Like, I think I gotta. I think I'm gonna go to Houston because Illinois has absolutely zero experience. Like, I think the teams, so maybe I'm wrong, but I think the teams that Kylan Boswell was on at Zona, they didn't actually make runs, right? I think that he was on the team that lost to Princeton.
The thing about Zona is they never make runs. This is the
Yeah,
whole West Coast thing where the West Coast teams just can't win anything.
yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of tricky. But I
Um,
like Houston here.
Houston, all right, yeah, I agree.
Okay,
This
so
should
that's
be one hell of a game, but I'm taking Zona too.
just side note here.
Yeah.
Question: there's a very real possibility that we get an all Big 12 Final Four. Iowa State, Kansas,
Holy shit, all
Houston,
right, yeah, Houston.
Arizona. What percentage would you put on that?
I'm actually gonna, okay, hold on, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I think I'd give that like a 60% chance. I'm dead serious.
No, no, like not with the bracket we have going on right now. Just like in
Oh, in
general.
general,
I'd say like 8.
35%.
What? 35%.
Yeah.
No, all right, let's keep it going, mathematician.
All right.
Jesus.
Great game, but I'm taking Zona. I think that like I think Koa Pete and Mo Krivas might go for 80 combined against Nick Pringle, Malik Ewan, and Trayvon Brazil. Now, granted, Akov might go for 50, and it might be a close game. So I don't know.
Well, I think there's a 35% chance Arkansas wins this game. I mean, it would be. I had, like, before the bracket came out, Arkansas was in my Final Four, just like spitballing. And so was Arizona, though. So I would say Arizona. But
I mean, before the bracket came out, my Final Four was Wisconsin, Kansas, Arkansas, and Zona. So
there you go.
I'm taking I'm taking Zona, right? I mean,
Yeah.
this one, dude. I don't know. I don't want all chalk, but like, I
Well, it's
think
gotta be
NC
Purdue.
State. I think NC State would neutralize Purdue well.
No, Purdue.
No.
I just think Braden Smith is on a mission. Like
Yeah, no,
he's
man.
really on a
Braden
mission.
looks like
I
a
don't think
man
he's gonna lose to
possessed.
any inferior team.
Braden looks like a man possessed. So
Like you see, I didn't see the whole number switch thing. You see that yesterday?
yeah, yeah. Why
I
did you
don't
change his
like
jersey? I
why.
didn't turn on the game early enough.
Yeah, I didn't turn it on either, but until I just seen him running out 41.
All right. Again, ridiculous. No front court versus the best front court in the country.
Yeah, you got to take Michigan there. Ade Mara is just gonna throw up little hook shots the entire game.
Adamara, no talent. Absolutely no talent. I mean, dude, like at least Edie, right? Edie gets the ball, drop step, boom, layup. This guy just boom throws his body around. I will say the one thing he can do, he can pass. I'll give it to him. He can pass.
He can do more than pass. It's hard to get a layup over
What else
him.
can he do than pass? But you're 7'4", bro.
He can defend.
You're 7'4".
But I mean, he's a huge factor. The second he left the game, it was just Clough TKR over and over and over again.
And he just bitches about everything. But
Okay. All right.
anyway, I'm going Iowa State. I think that Iowa State. Well, we can talk about this a little bit actually.
I think Virginia is a type of team that does very well against teams worse than them, and struggles against teams that are better than them. And I think Iowa State is better than them. I it, the Ritter, he's solid, but I think he'll get pretty manhandled. Not manhandled, but pretty well handled to by Jefferson and Momcilovic. So I would take Iowa State for sure.
Yeah, Jefferson and Momcilovic, I think they'll win a game handily. But so with our non-chalk
Elite Eight.
region, I
Who
mean,
we
do you
got here?
agree? You see where my cursor is?
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the team that makes the run. I like it.
I'm actually gonna go Florida. I just don't know, man. Houston, they take like these contested jumpers, like as good as they are defensively. I think Florida's a good matchup for them, man. Like I think if
I think it would be really tough if Houston lost this game, knowing what
you think it'd
happened
be
last
tough,
year. Knowing what happened last year. It would just be tough for them. I really think that a lot of those guys from last year, your Sharps and your Uzans, are gonna like have a motive almost.
and JoJo Tugler.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
So
just
you're taking
it's
Houston?
completely different teams, and Florida is gonna outsize them big
So you're
time.
taking Are you gonna take Houston or Florida? I'm leaning Florida.
I'm like leaning Houston. We should flip a coin here. This one's really tough.
Hold on, let me see if I don't have a coin, but what can I flip? All right, I'm flipping a bottle cap. Which one do you want? This side or that side?
I'll take the one that the side that goes down the bottle. Like,
Like the open side?
yeah, the open side.
Okay, not the open side. We're taking Houston.
All right, Houston, let's go. Kelvin Sampson, please win something.
All right, Zona.
Zona Purdue, this could be a national championship in its own right. You know what I
Jaden
mean? If
Bradley
one of
versus
the
Braden
seeds.
Smith. Krivas and Koa Pete and Toby Awaka. I think the front court is overpowering. Awaka, Koa Pete, Mo Krivas versus TKR and Clough.
I do think so. As much as a Purdue believer,
It's how many is that? We only have one seed. All right.
I do like Arizona. And this one's tricky. This one's tricky.
Okay.
Iowa State versus Michigan. I mean, I don't think it's just an easy Michigan
I'm
win.
going the All Big 12. I'm doing it. I'm going the All Big 12. I think that like Joshua Jefferson and our boy Blake Buchanan.
All right, no, pick Michigan. I can't.
No,
No, pick Michigan.
it's fine. I'll pick Michigan actually. But I'm telling you, like I'm I'm
I can't see Blake Buchanan like being happy.
I'm dead serious. I'm 50-50 on Iowa State Michigan. Like I
I just think
50%.
I think the lack of depth Iowa State has, and the fact that they have to play Blake Buchanan, I think that's gonna come back and bite them in their ass. I
That's
think,
fair.
but
All
I don't
right,
know.
dude. I don't know, man.
A lot of it's a big rematch on the left. They split right 1-1, or wait,
They split 1-1. I think they both beat each other handedly. No, I think they both.
wait. Well, no, Kansas beat Houston. Oh yeah, Kansas beat Houston at home, and Houston beat them in the Big 12 tournament, right?
On neutral, yeah. Ooh, dude, I don't know, man. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one.
Yeah, that is tricky.
I just like at the end of the day, do I trust Houston's shot making? But also at the end of the day, do I also trust Kansas' shot making?
Right. And we've seen this play out before where in the first matchup, Houston couldn't do anything offensively. And then the second matchup, Kansas couldn't do anything offensively. But I do think if Kansas reaches this part of the tournament, they're going to have found their offense for sure.
That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about
You know what I
that.
mean? Like, they're not just going to go cold here.
Looking at that point,
And
yeah,
then
man.
again,
I think I might take 4 seed Kansas in that championship.
yeah, I mean, Trey White, Melvin Council, Bryson Tiller, obviously Flory. It's a tough one. I don't know.
Oh, man. You want to flip the bottle cap again?
Um,
Here, all right, let's go. I'm taking Zona over Michigan.
I'm taking. I mean, it's not just something to walk over, but I'm a big Arizona guy. If they get over
Yeah,
the West Coast thing, I think that's really the only thing holding them back.
I think at worst the front court is the push, between
Right.
Pete,
Very
Alon,
similar in terms of Krivas and Mara. You know, I'm sad
and
that's
then
for him.
I think they have the better point guard. I
I
think
just think Arizona has so many options in terms of it could be a Burries night, it could be a Bradley night, it could be a fucking Del Orso night off the bench,
no, dude, Delorso
it
could
could be
come in
Koa
and
Pete,
hit 5 threes. You know what I mean? It's like,
it could be Toba Waka getting 12 offensive boards off the bench.
and
Like
when
it
Krivas is
could
in foul
be
trouble, he could go for 20.
Karchenovat or Carcen whatever
Karchenkov.
Karchenovat or whatever. He could get 12, 13 on a
He's
night.
one of the best
They have
defenders in the nation too. Like, man,
if you stack these teams up side by side, I would be like Bradley is better than Cadeau. You know, Burries is better than your McKinney or Burnett or whatever, and like maybe Koa Pete and Yaxel, pretty similar type of thing. Krivas and Mara, pretty similar. I think the bench is better on Arizona, so I would pick Arizona.
all right. So we're going Kansas or Houston, man.
I don't know. I mean, both of these would be. I think a Houston Arizona rematch would be crazy.
Man, I think I'm gonna go Houston.
I'm cool with Houston. I'm
I
cool with
think
Houston.
because I just think because Kansas has a much higher chance to just drop a dud.
I think yeah, Kansas. Yeah, that's a good point because Kansas could very well lose in the round of 32, and
Yeah,
this bracket is toast. Houston could lose in the round of 32 with Texas A&M, but obviously very less likely. Illinois too. I mean, they're in a tough quadrant, but I think they have a better chance of making it further and not absolutely toasting this bracket.
we're taking them, right? I mean, I don't think there's much more
I think
anyway.
we're both in
I think.
consensus. Well, okay, here's the thing. Arizona's beaten Houston twice this year.
Oh, can you beat a
Like,
third? Can you beat a
can you
team
beat a
third
team
team?
3-0? I don't know if
I
that's
think they
possible.
can though. They're just so consistently good.
Look,
They're
I
so
know.
consistently good,
I don't know.
and
It would kill me to see Kelvin Sampson lose 2 years in a
that
row.
sucks, man. Because Colin Sampson, dude, he deserves one.
But then again, like in this bracket, when we came into this, I was like, Arizona's my national champion.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna bet against it just because they're playing. Like I think still they're overall the best team in the nation.
But then again, it's very difficult to win the Big 12 regular season, win the Big 12 championship, and win the national champ. I don't know if that's ever been done, where they just
It
go
had to have
clean
been done at
sweep.
some point.
Yeah, true, but
How many total points get scored? I'm just gonna go like 150,
145.
45. Actually. Um. Oh wait, we have 2 minutes left. But do you think this is the championship game? Like, do you think whoever wins this game?
No, not necessarily.
No.
Houston would be very live in the situation. I would pick them to lose by like 4, 5.
Yeah, I think it'll be a close game no matter what.
So yeah,
These would
that's our
be very.
bracket.
I think these would be very, very good Final Four games.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, you want to submit it?
that's our bracket, right?
Yeah.
Give a scroll.
Hold on, give me a second. All right.
A lot of chalk.
A lot of chalk. We have our Cinderella though. We have our Cinderella. I think a 4 seed. I think a 4 seed can be a Cinderella. I think if they
Mm.
made it the Final Four, not it's like an Elite Eight or anything, but we do have multiple 6-11 wins. We have some 7-10 wins.
Yeah, an 11 seed run.
We've got an 11 seed to a Sweet 16. So
Sure.
yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it
Sure.
goes. Madness begins tomorrow or Tuesday. First 4 games.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you guys in the next one. This bracket is foolproof, so we'll have the perfect bracket this year.
Foolproof. The perfect bracket right here.